Calling on Disney Hotstar is a new web series which has Raveena Tandon as the central figure. She's right here in the studio, and also Ruchi Narain, who is the director. Indrani Kothari, welcome to NDTV. And I'm going to begin by asking, this is the role of a former movie star who is married into a rich family. She lives a very, very fancy lifestyle. How much of Raveena Tandon is in there?
Actually, not very much, because they're two completely different people. Indrani Kothari is someone that I could have been if all the circumstances went wrong for me. So nonetheless, it is the only similarity that is between Indrani Kothari and me as a person is probably that we started off in the 90s, but Indrani hung up her boots and I'm still here in front of you.
Okay. So Ruchi, you know, it is about Indrani versus Karmma. The character and also the Karmma, the larger universe and how it plays out. Why did you think of naming her better knower Karmma Talwar?
Well, I just thought the show is based on an American show called Revenge.
Yes.
And in my adaptation, I thought for the Indian context, the ultimate revenge is not badla, it's karma, it's karma. So, and all Indians, all of us, most of us, believe in karma, in karma. So, my idea was that we use that as the adaptation idea, but the girl who wants to take revenge has called herself Karmma, because she is the one who's going to make sure what goes around does come around to the people who she feels it needs to go to.
And she is her neighbor. That's very, very close.
Deliberate, yeah.
Where
it's
it is
all
absolutely
well planned. Everything is well planned. I mean, it's fun because it's very strategic. She's someone who initially you don't think, I mean, what can this girl do? But everything is planned out, strategic. As the show goes on, you understand the extent of her cunning. And it is very unique in that way, where the two people who you are riveted to, obviously Indrani, who is an antagonist at the forefront of it, and then the person who is taking revenge is also an antagonist. So they're both in a way wrong, and then there are various points of the show where one seems okay, the other is doing something wrong, then the equations keep changing, and that's, I think, the fun of the show.
Yes, and Raveena, you know, in recent years, I would say, there have been women as the central characters. Multiple web series exploring that, be it Sushmita Sen or Pooja Bhatt in Queens. So I have seen all of it. That's why I'm able to perhaps talk about it. In fact, I must tell you that I saw Karmma Calling on day one and finished all those 7 episodes.
Wow.
And I want to know what is coming next. So before that, powerful women characters.
Well, I think it's a great time for women actors. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't know whether you saw Aranyak, which I did a year and a half ago. And that, in fact, won the awards, all the awards that year for, yes, for me, Best Actress, of course, and other awards as well. So I think it is great that our industry is seeing this, I would say, a kind of a awareness. I wouldn't say a change, but an awareness, whereas women are given much, much more opportunities than we used to be earlier. And you see women on our workforce, you'll see women DOPs who are women, assistant directors, art directors, music directors, costume designers, direction department. And a lot of it actually, if you even see as far as our OTT platforms or studio heads, they are women led. Our executives or our show confirming heads are also, a lot of them are women. So I think the increase of women in our industry workforce is a very, very positive sign. And I think it is kind of working for them. And also, yes, I will say that there's a lot of awareness of global cinema that has come into our audiences as well. They're watching all kinds of stories, they're watching all kinds of different cultures, and to a certain extent that has impacted the way they accept even married women today, or little women,
After having taken perhaps a break, like Madhuri Dixit is back with her web series as well. And do you think the OTT actually gave, actors like you an option of coming back? Big screen is very different from OTT, and OTT gave that space of exploring these new genres, new femme fatale roles.
Well, honestly, I don't think that I came back on OTT. I made my debut definitely on OTT.
Yes.
And so did the others. I was already doing films like in the last years. I already finished a film like Matra. I did KGF 2,
Yes.
Which were theatrical releases. And then came along Aranyak, which was my OTT debut, and
Yes.
that was a gold mine for me as well. I'm talking award-wise, not monetarily. Let me clear that, please. And of course, then now it is Karmma Calling, and the success that we're seeing with Karmma Calling, the rave reviews that we are seeing. I think women actors are having a good time right now.
Yes, and when is the second season coming?
Oh,
Because,
that-
if
we
I
are
finished
hoping.
it in day one, I want to understand, because that has to be out soon.
That has to be
That's
out
a question
soon.
on everyone's lips.
Actually, to be very honest, between actors and producers, we would prefer the fact that if seasons were kind of shot together,
Yes.
and one didn't have to wait, because it also makes economical sense for any producer to be putting in to, make a full set standing, a full location hire. They might as well finish a couple of seasons, and then rather than break and then make again, it is a lot of actual, wastage even monetarily for,
So has that
for
been
all the
shot
parties.
already?
It hasn't, but we will go into it soon, as I can see that it's a good sign that even you binge watched it on the first day, and now you're waiting for more, and we are waiting to give you more.
Yes, and because I'm seeing strong women characters and strong women making those characters, but the transition has also been about adaptations. There's a lot of experimentation which is happening on OTT, particularly in India, of adapting what has been written or done in cinemas abroad. So what's next for you?
So, I really wanted to do an adaptation because I feel it's a different kind of art form and challenge. Like, I've always done original work, and I was very keen. Especially when you see Martin Scorsese winning his
Yes.
Oscar for an adaptation of a film, you're like, there must be quite a challenge, and let me tell you, it's really a challenge. And series in itself is a lot of hard work. It's like literally making 3 films in the way you normally go about making
how
one.
long did you shoot? When did you start and when did you end it?
Well, I shot
Like it
for
was,
nearly 45 days.
we shot for about 50 days.
Yeah.
And how much of your contribution was there in reshaping Indrani Kothari?
Well, I think I am the kind of an actor who's basically a director's actor. I prefer to give myself up in the hands of my director, and so whether you saw me as Ramika Sen in KGF 2 or you saw me as Kasturi Dogra in Aranyak, and it is just a spectrum of different characters that we play. But of course, our contribution as actors are there, because if we cannot deliver what our director wants, then we fail at our job. So that job we do beautifully well, but to guide us into that job is the captain of the ship, is the director. And obviously the director is the one who's working with every actor on the set, right? So it's their vision as to how they are perceiving what has already happened, who was already shot, and what level of performance is to be taken either up or down. So at that time, you have to have faith in your director and also let them guide you into the kind of character that you want to make this person.
Okay, so from being the big screen actor to now on web series, I want to understand from you, which one do you enjoy more? And, that Friday release fear, which was there,
It'll always be there, even for OTT.
Even for
any
OTT.
release, you have these jitters. Oh my God, how is it going to be? And then After you get a spate of awards, like that full years, you sweep the awards for Aranyak, you say, okay, accepted. After you see the reviews that you get for Karmma Calling, which have been really fantastic, and I'd really like to thank everyone for the kindness that they've showed and the love that they've given, is again you feel accepted. So it's something, it's a gamble that you take as an actor. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay, my last question. What has made Raveena Tandon almost frozen in time in terms of her appearance? You know, I read something recently of what you have given a big headline as well. I want to ask that question again. So what makes you almost appear the same? Or perhaps even more glamorous?
I feel better. Honestly, I think better.
Even better, right? Reverse aging.
I don't know. Yeah, so I kind of, when people ask me this, I really have no answer. I think one definitely can be genetics, but normally I tell people मैं fridge में सोती हूँ रात को. So, but it has nothing to do with that. I do believe everyone needs to look after themselves, take that 20-30 minutes off to just take care of yourself and be with yourself. And then, if you're happy in your heart, you're happy on your face.
Ah, that's the mantra of Raveena Tandon, and also perhaps, you know, that cold-blooded person that you are as Indrani Kothari. I really wonder how much of Raveena is truly in that, because of what you said, that you sleep in the
I'm a vampire.
A vampire. All right, Raveena. And Ruchi, pleasure speaking to you. Thank you for
Thank you so much, Marya.
Thank you.